Hello, fellow pirates. Welcome back to Dreadlock Gaming. Today I'm going to talk about something that I've had a few requests on in other videos, and that is item and warehouse management. How to determine what to keep, what to get rid of, and things along those lines. Another thing I'm going to go over is that I've been asked about is what heal kits are the best. First things first, let's talk about heal kits. Heal kits are broken down into regular and enhanced. Let's take a look at crafting them. You've got 1, 2, and 3, and enhanced 1, 2, and 3. You also have mending kits or restoration kits. Heal kits cooldowns work on a 20-second gap or a 20-second margin between each one. A heal kit 1 cooldown is 20 seconds. Enhanced 1 is 40 seconds. 2 is 60. Enhanced 2 is 80. 3 is 100. Enhanced 3 is 120 seconds. So you go from 20 seconds to 2 minutes. In my opinion, the best ones to use are enhanced ones. They have a 40-second cooldown and they heal you for 50% of your health. Where, say, a repair kit 2 heals for 18,000, which in most cases isn't even half your health for a 20-second longer cooldown. In my opinion, whenever it comes to all-around best kits to use, the enhanced ones are your best heal kits. Now, let's take a look at our inventory, our warehouse. And you don't have to go to your warehouse to access your warehouse. If you play on a PC, you can hold down Z and go into Manage Cargo. I'm not sure what it is if you play on a controller. But either way, you can access the warehouse. All right, if we're looking at our ship inventory, in my opinion, this right here is all you need. I carry some of each ammo that I use across all of my ships. I don't use Seafire on any of my ships, so I don't carry any oil canisters. I have buoys, torpedoes, mortars, rockets, cannonballs, ballistas, and bombards. Now I carry 3,500 to 4,000 cannonballs. Same thing for bombards, 3,500 to 4,000 bombards. Everything else I carry 1,000 of usually. Healing kits I usually carry about 30, 35. Water about 25. My stamina food I usually carry about 40. And then I carry 15 to 20 of my 2 most prevalently used buff foods. And I carry the Godro as my main go-to, just whatever PvE type food. And if I feel like doing some PvP, or if I'm going and fighting some bosses or whatever, I'll use the, however you pronounce that, I just call it banana soup, for the brace, strength, and stamina recovery. This is a general thing that I carry on my ship all the time. And every time I go back into port, I get rid of stuff that I don't normally carry. Now, Whenever it comes to the warehouse, my warehouse is kind of a mess right now because I have been stacking and collecting things to use for the beginning of season 3. That being, I have a lot of chests that I've been saving for a while to open on day 1, which is tomorrow. Reset is tonight at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. I am here in the U.S., so Central Standard Time would be like Chicago, Texas, middle of the U.S. And it's expected to last 2 hours. So the server should be available around 3 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, things I keep. A lot of people don't do this, and I'm probably going to sell off or trade off some of this stuff that I don't use and that I wouldn't use. And that's, I keep all of the food that I ever get. Now I do have some here in raw form, and I need to go through and cook it. That would open up some space, but I haven't decided exactly what I want to cook it into yet. I keep water and water barrels. I keep first aid kit 1s, enhanced ones, and I keep 2s. The reason I keep 2s is because I've been able to trade like usually 2 for 1, 2 level 2s for 1 level 1 in the past. And I try to do that every now and then just to build up so I can make more enhanced ones. I keep all ammo that I come across. I keep all raw materials that I get. And I've purchased a lot with Pieces of 8 because we have a lot of new items coming in Season 3 that we're going to need raw materials, and there's no telling what raw materials we'll need. I keep refined materials, all of them. I keep specialized materials, your shellac, glass, cogwheels, saltpeter, lime, all of that. Ship parts, animal parts, sea monster parts, teeth, skins, scales, essence, and ash, keep those. Your exotic materials, I keep all of those. I have a lot of commodities that I've been saving up recently to be able to use for buyouts at the beginning of Season 3. Once I have all 75 or all 76 manufactories, I will be selling off commodities, getting rid of them. Same thing with, I have a lot of relics currently to use for buyouts. I will be selling those off once I have all of the manufactories. So that'll free up a lot of space there with commodities and relics being gotten rid of. I have a lot of chests that I have been saving for a long time. That's 18 stacks. Well, that one. 17 stacks of chests that I will be opening on day 1. Any weapon that is a purple, I keep 1 green, and that's fire bombards. Don't know why, because I can craft them. Probably going to get rid of those. I keep 1 blue, because you can't craft them. You can't craft the Lepiggery 3s. Purple weapons that you can craft are expensive. They are not cheap. So I hold on to those. Armors. Purple armors. I hold on to all of those. Purple furnitures. Non-craftable major furnitures. And all purple miners, all blue miners. I don't need that. I don't keep any green furniture because you can craft them all. The only gray furniture that you cannot craft is Ballista Works. In Season 1, it was only purchasable from the black market for Sovereign. That's the only way you could get it. You still cannot purchase it, and you still cannot craft it. You can get it out of some chests. I keep the Rogue exotic materials. I keep major furniture that you can't craft. There's probably a couple in here. I think the iron capstan you can craft. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'd have to look. I have my refined specialized materials, my helm leases, raw materials, restoration kits, and metal salvage, or your salvage materials. Salvage materials are still going to be useful. This is the only way that you can make heal kits and restoration kits. I hope they eventually do bring in being able to salvage heal kits. I'd be happy if we got 50% of what it costs to make heal kits, because I would salvage level 3s. I would salvage level 2s, enhanced 2s and 3s, so that I could have a stockpile of salvaged material to make 1s and turn into enhanced ones. Things that I am going to be getting rid of to open up more room. I will be opening up all of my chests. Yes, I know I have a lot. As soon as the season starts. So that will be 17 open spots available. These relics and commodities will be going away fast. As soon as I have all 76 manufactories, all of those are gone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 36 spots right there that will poof go away. I am probably going to get rid of some food, of stuff that I do not use and that I wouldn't use. I would hold on to any food that is just stamina food. You can never have enough of that. If you don't want to use 40%, keep anything that's 45, 50, 55, 60. Buff food. Make as much of the ones that you use as you can. If you don't use a buff food, there's no point in keeping it. I just keep it because, I don't know, I haven't figured out which ones I absolutely want to use and which ones that I will never use. So, I hope that gives some clarification. If you can craft it and it's gray, sell it. If it's green and you can craft it, sell it. If it's blue and you can craft it, sell it. Some of the new stuff coming out may be more expensive to craft. It may require some of these new high level crafting materials, like the planetary gear sets or whatever they're called, that is made from cogwheels. Some of that stuff's going to be expensive. Some of the furnitures and weapons and whatnot are going to require those more expensive items that take anywhere between 15 minutes and an hour to craft just one. I wouldn't sell those. If you have them, keep them. Don't sell them and be like, oh, I can just make another one. Then you're going to have to be waiting an hour to several hours to make one item. If you can craft it instantly and it's not expensive, sell it. I mean, I'm going to be having probably very quick in the season 50 to 60 spots open up, which is good because we have 63 new items at minimum. 63 new items coming to the game that people are going to want to keep. Furnitures, weapons, armor, crafting materials, refined crafting materials, specialized materials, lots and lots of things. New currency, jade, and some banners and flags and whatnot that are going to be used to craft items. All stuff that you're going to want to keep. I mean, I do not suggest refining all of your raw materials into refined materials, because I imagine there are going to be some things that you will need raw materials to make. So do not refine all of it. I could be wrong, but I just don't suggest refining all of your items. One thing I do suggest, refine a chunk of the new higher level refined materials, because you are going to need them to craft the junk. The junk is not a cheap ship to make. It is very expensive. It uses a decent amount of these new high level refined items. Some of the new weapons use a decent amount. The ones that you'll be able to craft, like the Heaven's Mandate, Lightning Culverins, they use a decent amount of the new refined items. So, all in all, first things first, buy your patterns if you have the currency to buy the blueprints that are going to be available. Start refining some of the new materials so that you will be able to craft items that you want with the new blueprints. Hit those buyouts as fast as you can. Do a buyout and then go do a hostile takeover. And if you're good at PvP, you can run and do a buyout as soon as it starts, and then jump over 30 seconds, 45 seconds after a hostile takeover starts, and win that hostile takeover if you are decent at PvP and you have a good build. There's no telling. Now remember, to buy all the blueprints, you will need 10,000 white rum, 7,000 Blue Lotus opium, 50 ethereal ashes, 225 monstrous teeth. You will need around 100,000 silver, and you will need 3,200 pieces of 8. And that should buy you all of the blueprints that are available. Now, if there's some other random smaller blueprints that are going to be available at random outposts, I didn't go and check random outposts for any other smaller blueprints. But there's quite a few blueprints. One thing that I hope these blueprints are going to do is help stabilize the economy a little bit. Seeing so many items going for billions of silver, those items are now craftable, like your Cursed Banner, your Lestari Trophy, the Organ Harvesting Station. Yep, they're all craftable starting tonight or tomorrow. Quite a few things are going to be available on the black market or through Blackwood. The only thing, and several new items for this season, several new furnitures, craftable. A couple of new weapons, craftable. I hope this helps with organization for some people. I'm sitting at 237 right now. I hope to be down to about 180 after I've got all the manufactories. And then that should give me enough room for anything I want to keep that's new from Season 3. I do think we will need another boost in warehouse space for this season. Because I know some people, by the end of getting towards the end of the season, people are going to start stacking chests again. People are going to start stacking commodities again for buyouts. So you're going to need more room come the end of the season if you want to be able to keep things. I hope this all helps. And I hope everybody has a wonderful transition from this season into season 3. And I hope everybody can get off on the right foot and start running right away. Season 3 looks to be a very good season. It looks really cool. Thanks for watching Dreadlock Gaming. Keep an eye out for new Season 3 videos starting tomorrow on Skull and Bones. Hit that like and subscribe. Also, check out my friend over on Banished Souls on YouTube. And come join us on the Banished Souls Discord. Links are below. And remember, never give up the ship.